Good morning, everybody.
My phobia is getting pulled over by the police.
Man, my heart dropped every time.
We are the morning show that you can watch at night. Did you know that?
Because it's teaching, in my personal humble opinion, young women that you don't have to really go out there and get a real job. You can look pretty and spend your days, see who you can date, and become Instagram famous. And then you too can be fabulous every day. It's an unrealistic expectation of
But we're going downhill from here.
little balled up stomachs.
Nobody wants to own up to anything they've done to African American people over the past 400 years. You want to take everything that we got, everything that we brought this country. Forget, you know what? I love indigenous people. I love.
I always talk about the movements. Why people keep doing stupid stuff, and why I don't get the Black Lives Matter movement and all this other stuff. And then I'm like, well, why don't I just start my own thing?
A whole entire country was built on the backs of.
Hey, listen, y'all know what time it is. Mr. Lee Black, holla. Oh, my. Look at those words. Okay, holla at her for a second.
This is not 9 minutes and 49 seconds sitting on somebody's neck. This is an officer doing a very difficult job, right? That should have been avoided before it happened.
Did you really mean that? And I was like, yes, absolutely, I did mean that. With my whole being and my whole heart.
TFG tonight with Brenton, Haynes and the morning team.
Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday.
Oh, thank you, darling. I sure appreciate you. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see everybody, even though I ain't seen y'all yet. But listen, it has been 7 days since we seen y'all. And when I tell y'all, I got a lot to talk about today. I got a lot to talk about. So y'all know when you come in, say what's up. Hey, and y'all know what time it is with these stickers. We like the kind that jingles, but we love the kind that folds. So listen, y'all fold this thing up, man, so that we can celebrate. We're getting ready to end this thing. Hey, Brittany, thank you for joining us this morning. Good to see everybody. See, so before we get started, let me bring the family on in because I want to do my keeping up with the Trumps with everybody in. Look at them. Look at all of them. Sexual chocolates. Hey, and madam.
What up? What up?
Listen, y'all, I want to officially welcome to the team Miss Devin. Ain't DD, if that's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie D. Yes, thank you, Auntie D, for joining us.
Yes, ma'am.
Officially, she is a part of the family, the morning team. And listen, we're going to make this thing an exciting morning. So good. And listen, y'all see that down at the bottom, right? I mean, down there smacking. I don't know. Listen, he been gone, y'all. Been gone.
Right.
You hear me? Y'all know we finna have fun. And listen, the hardest working man in TFG right there, Ken. The man in the building, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see everybody, my beautiful black people.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, we got a lot to talk about, and I'm ready to get started. Hey, Sherry. I look at her. Now, you know what? You don't come on till your brother come on.
Right. Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, we calling you out.
You said you like. No, I'm just teasing with you. What's up, Fogg, man? Good to see you. So, listen, y'all know how we do it. Let's keep up with the Trumps this morning. I'm ready to get started. So, Donald is he back in effect now, y'all, and I just want to just show the picture, man. Let's go from here. Now, this young lady is a congresswoman, Lauren Boebert. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Boebert. I don't know, but she looks a little suspicious. So she's posing like she's at the club because that's a club pose. But on the back of her dress, she say, "Let's go, Brandon," and she's with Boss Man. So I didn't know what that meant, y'all. So okay, take it down for me, man. Did y'all know what "Let's go, Brandon" meant?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I didn't know. So y'all know I had to look it up. You can take it down, man, so we can talk about this. So this whole issue, I thought it was like something kind of suspect or something. I don't know what it was, but apparently there's a race car driver named Brandon. And apparently Brandon won the NASCAR, his race in some type of NASCAR race, right? And so this woman was interviewing him. And the crowd in the back was screaming, F Joe Biden, F Joe Biden. And so the announcer says, "Do you hear them, Brandon?" They say, "Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon." And that becomes a whole joke now.
Got it.
That she was trying to cover up for what the crowd was saying, F Joe Biden, but now they say, "Let's go, Brandon."
Which means F Joe Biden.
That's exactly
is what
right.
it means.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Right. So
Gotcha.
that's why this what's old girl name was with Bill Clinton? Monica Lewinsky. This old Monica Lewinsky looking like sitting over here with this dress on. I wonder what else is on that dress besides those words. Anyway, okay, I'll move on. But so I guess let's go, Brandon. I was like, this is that microaggression, right? Now they're giving it to each other, but if y'all don't understand what we mean, y'all know what y'all saying when y'all saying it, but y'all want to act like y'all don't know what y'all saying when y'all saying it. So y'all just told on yourself that even when you saying something that don't seem offensive, unless you know what it's about, then you know you're trying to be offensive.
Right.
I guess we'll say that for Sesame Street. I don't know. Maybe that's too deep. Oh, what'd you say, Paul? I thought that was.
I did too. Sarah Palin as well.
I did too.
Listen, all of them getting it, so it don't even really matter. So yeah, whatever. All right, so that's keeping up with the Trumps, y'all. That's what they do. They just let's go, Brandon. Right? That's gonna be number. Well, they gonna say that if we don't get this stuff, all this stuff we've been talking about done. Speaking of, what's the next topic? Let's get to it. Y'all ready? Yeah, infrastructure. Finally, see, they was ready to say let's go, Brandon, but he didn't pass the right one though. Not the one that everybody wants, because this is just a little bit of it, right? There's a infrastructure package, and then there's a Build Back Better package, right? This is only the infrastructure package. Now, what's so funny about this, y'all, is that they working really hard to do stuff that's supposed to be done, and they want to listen. I've never given a hand clap to somebody doing their job,
right?
But everybody wants us to give them a hand clap because they finna change out the lead pipes that was killing everybody in me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And the potholes and the roads that's destroying everybody's cars. It's like, y'all want us to give y'all a hand? I mean, okay, y'all. Listen. Okay, what y'all think about this infrastructure package? I mean, are we giving them a pat on the back, or are we gonna say let's go, Brandon?
Honestly, I'm with let's go, Brandon. I promise you I am. One of the things I admire about the Republicans is they are authentically who they are.
Yes, sir.
And they unapologetically, there you go. So to me, I actually respect that. We always say all the time, I would rather know where I stand with you, you know? And so I like the fact that they identify with Trump's ideology. They don't hide it. That's who they are. They've taken on his persona.
Yep.
And it's very interesting, Brother Brenton, that you brought about fixing things in construction. How many of us know that whenever there's an election, all of a sudden things start getting fixed on your street?
That's it.
Whenever there's an election time, all of a sudden the potholes, you have hidden politician, councilmen, assemblymen. You never know who these people are, but all of a sudden now the light that's been broken on your street forever is starting to get fixed, and now they're running for something. We're facing midterm elections, folks.
Right. That's it.
And so it's no coincidence that all of a sudden he wants to get out and get his agenda so that they can make some noise behind it. But in reality, Joe Biden and our esteemed African-American vice president have been missing in action from the day they took office.
Man, she's been really quiet, and I don't know why, but she's been really quiet. Madam, do you have some potholes on your street need to be fixed?
You know what? I feel like the communities which pay the most taxes look the worst. I am not cheering for anything that will not benefit anything in my community. I've been waiting on this street light to be fixed by my house for I don't know how long. So somebody's getting a new pothole filled in or something like that, but not me. So I don't care. I'm not cheering for somebody else to get something that we don't need Hollywood Hills to look any better than what it does. You know what I'm saying? Until I see that money trickle into areas that need it the most, I could care less, and I think they all full of it.
You know,
over there by people that I know and by my mom's house, you haven't been able to drive down that road without getting new tires and I don't know how many years. So,
you know, and that's a great point that you make. And I'm gonna throw it to you, Ken, after making this point. What you're saying, Devin, is true, because the reality is that just them passing it along, like Lamb just said, it was low hanging fruit. But the reality is how y'all gonna spend the money, right? Because now they did a great job, and it's like, okay, now y'all just gonna spend the money, and it's like we don't even know if they really gonna spend the money, and we don't even know where they're gonna spend the money at, right?
Right.
So Kenny, I mean, is this the great switch and bait? What are we doing here?
I mean, it's part of his platform that he ran on, so he has to get something done. But you know what's funny? This is the biggest infrastructure deal since the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Just think about that. So we've not had this big of infrastructure deal. None of us was born at that time. So for this to take this long to really have some stuff that should have been done years and years ago, you're just not talking about replacing pipes that should have been replaced, for years ago, even before the Flint water crisis. So I mean, and Congress is just, the Democrats they in bad shape, because the thing is, the Republicans are gonna let them implode, and that's how they run in Congress. They not gonna let them win nothing. They're gonna make them, y'all gonna fight amongst each other, because we get ready to take this thing back in 2022, and that's what you're seeing with this negotiation, with this whole infrastructure deal.
Man, you talking about them replacing pipe, paying for it and all. They paying for all that pipe they've been laying up there. Anyway, come on. Like, oh, yeah.
That's what they're paying for. They paid for that dress that said, "Let's go, Brandon."
What you got, Black?
And to me, that's the true tragedy of this whole thing. And it's incumbent on both parties, because think about what Brother Kennedy just said. There hasn't been an infrastructure deal since before we were born. What does it say that America touts itself as the greatest country in the world, and our highways, roads, streets, infrastructure haven't been brought up to speed, the railway system, Greyhound? Meanwhile, countries that were once considered third world countries, India, Africa, China, they've surpassed us in technology. What does it say for both parties that we stand out front and center in front of the world and say how great we are when we don't build anything anymore? We don't invent anything. Nothing's made here. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that now you want to pass a bill, as everybody's saying, for things that should have been done on a regular basis. My God, Edison created the damn lights, and we still haven't made any improvements to toilet tissue and light bulbs. What the hell are we doing?
Christine, that's funny.
We've begun to pay taxes. If y'all go back to back in the day when we learned about this in school, when they taught you in government, and if you ask them what taxes go for, they always tell you, well, it goes to fix the roads, and to fund the schools, and none of it goes there. I'm still yet to understand where exactly all this tax money goes in the communities that pay the most in taxes.
Listen, I've been in church all my life, and it's always been a parking lot committee, and I know we never finished that parking lot. So I'm gonna just tell you right now, if they're doing what the church been doing,
it's the church fund. Still hadn't fixed the door.
It's the building. Yeah, it's the building fund. They still selling chicken plates and selling chicken plates after church. The
church been trying to tell us. Yeah, they've been trying to tell us for so long how the politicians been doing it. Man, just tell us you need it, and we just gonna forget about it till next year. We need to do it again.
That's what we're gonna start calling it. It's the building fund.
It's the building fund. That's right. Let's go, Brandon, and a building fund. Okay, all right. Now we're gonna be doing home for a mission. Ain't no mission, right? Christine, I understand what you're saying, man. Yeah, unless you living with the riches, you ain't getting nothing, right? So it is what it is. So they want to be excited for like we said, taking care of that low hanging fruit, but.
And this isn't the original package. This package is, I think, is what, 1.2 trillion. This isn't even the original package that Biden, the Democrats wanted. They had to compromise. And Joe Manchin, that dude right there, who's he working for? Because he dang sure ain't working for the Democrats. Because he gives them hell.
I told you.
Every time they try to do something, Joe Manchin like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Listen, he is from Lambda Mu, and he ain't playing. Y'all know who that is anyway. All right, y'all. Well, Joe, Brandon, whoever we're gonna talk about today, come on, man. You got more work to do. You got at least another year before they get y'all kicked out of here, because they coming for y'all. They making arrangements, right? Yeah, ain't no Democrat gonna win. So here we go. All right, man. What we got next?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Okay. I tried not to go heavy, but it just got too big, man. So this guy named Travis Scott, like, I don't know him.
Big time rapper. He's from Houston too. He's a big time rapper from Houston.
I thought that Astro World, that sounded.
Yeah, Houston is home for him. He dates one of them Jenner girls. He got a baby with the Kylie, whichever one got a baby. Well, they all got babies. My bad, but but I think it's Kylie, But yeah, he messed with one of those Jenner girls.
Okay, so apparently, he had a concert. Is he on Drake's label?
No, Drake is they in the music game, so you know how that goes.
Like I say, man, I heard some of his stuff and I was like, man, that auto-tune, I thought T-Pain took that with him. But
no, it's still around in limited doses, I guess.
Oh my goodness, man. So anyway, apparently this dude is really known for these rage. I know about rage, right? That's this behavior that they have in the crowds, right? And my kids were like, how can somebody get suffocated outside? I fall on the ground and see about 15 people land on top of you and you holler and get up off me and see what happened. So let's just look at this video we got, and then let's talk about what's going on with these kids, man. This is ridiculous. My granddaddy couldn't herd cow better than this. I'm telling y'all, and this is how the concert started. So I mean, who needs a ticket when you can run through this thing? Like, listen to you, I ain't fooling with that. Like, so this is how the concert started, y'all. So how the heck you think it's gonna end? I mean, nobody decides to make this make sense.
They definitely, the security definitely was not prepared for that, and that part wasn't even the Travis Scott. That was before the concert even started. The undercard, and once the concert started, it was like 50,000 people just rushing the stage. Individuals getting trampled. They couldn't breathe. People with the arm. It's just it's a sad travesty all the way around. And it's lawsuits been filed today. I saw there's already been like 10 lawsuits filed against Live Nation and Travis Scott. So this is just a sad case, and it was somebody from North Texas, a young man from North Texas he died in that too.
It was like from teenage on to adult. And I hear you, DJ, but the problem is you create this type of environment, you can't control the mob. Right. And I'm not playing this card. I'm just wanting to compare and contrast. If they're going to make that boy be responsible by the words that he says, then doggone it, do your 45th president like that. Right. Yeah. Because if one man can say something and then y'all going to hold him accountable for, like DJ said, it was grown folks out there too. Right. Then let's keep it across the board. right? I don't care if that's fine. If y'all gonna do it, but make sure it's done on both sides. But this dude created this mob, man. If this is what they normally doing, because like they said, this ain't the first time they were doing this. But now
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's done this. He's done this concert before. This isn't the first time. What happened to me? What it looks like to me is they dropped the ball on a security, because I don't think they was expecting 50,000 people. But like I say, he's had this concert there before and never had a problem. Yeah. Unfortunately, they dropped the ball. Live Nation, and unfortunately, it's Travis Scott, because it's your name is on it. So that's the unfortunate thing about it.
Go what you got, Black.
For me, when I heard about this and I read about it and I watched this, for me, it speaks about the generational deficit that we're in right now as a country. I like what you guys have already noted, that this is not the first time a crowd this size gathered. Coachella and all these different types of events happen every single year. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to take it to another place. The greatest single pop artist that, in my opinion, that has ever lived was Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That's right.
For 20 years ago, he had sold out stadiums all over the world. And tell me one instance where people were trampled and killed. But what it speaks to is a generational deficit of this newer generation where there is no structure, no rules, and a sense of entitlement.
And they look like
and
zombies.
So nobody's telling them what they cannot do. And so when you gather a bunch of irresponsible young people of all walks of life, pants sagging, ass stinking, gathered up in one place with no sense of direction, this is what you get. Because if you play with fire, you're going to get burned. So even though it didn't happen before, here we go.
That's it. So, Devin, are you letting your kids sit? So this is my thing. This was general admission, right? See, I don't go to concerts. Like, I took my son to a concert, but I had a seat. I had a number and a letter, and they said that I can sit here. And if somebody was in my seat, hey, you got to move. I'm not standing up around from the man. Are you kidding me?
Look, this young gen, that younger gen, that because I don't know nothing. Travis Scott sing. He could walk past me at Target. I wouldn't know. But I know his name,
McDonald's
and I know his name, and I know who he's associated with. So I know that to a child or a teenager or a young adult, he would be a big deal. They act like they had Jasmine Sullivan and John Legend on the stage. This was a different generation of people on that stage. And y'all, I ain't trying to be funny because I got young people in my family, but if I go anywhere where it's more than 20, 30 young people acting a fool, I'm leaving. So I blame the security, the facility, and all that, because they should have been prepared for that. You can't go to a football game and a bunch of people outside rush that because they're prepared for that, and you ain't getting in. And if you do, you might get shot. You might get got. So they should have prepared for these fools, because I don't know what else. Y'all know how these kids, because think about it. Us and a bunch of people our age, if we were there, that wouldn't have happened. Because first time somebody got knocked down, all the men gonna form a barrier and stop it, while the women and another man are helping this. If one or two people might fall, and the people who keep running gonna get knocked out by the dudes that see them coming. These had no regard for anybody. If you step on a human, you know you stepped on a human. It's not like stepping on a rock or something like that. They just did not care. And I think some of them should have got. Unfortunately, people are going to have to learn what you can and cannot do. So they better need to be prepared, and someone needs to take responsibility. His girlfriend just became a billionaire last year. They need to just go after everybody. She put out a statement saying we didn't mean for this to happen, and I think that since they said we need to get sued and responsible those people that suffered during that.
Right.
Hopefully somebody took out some insurance policy for this stupid stuff. There's one more thing to unpack there. Like I hear what you're saying, Lam. Drugs were involved. I don't know on what kind of level. She said this was no place for. No, it shouldn't have been. Right. It's definitely my kids not going to something like that. Like it don't even matter. Right. I don't even like them going to the parties that's at people's houses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much ignorance for me. Right. I've seen a lot of dumb stares on kids' faces now, and that don't do well for me. When I see a dumb stare on your face, that tells me no, you can't.
See more than 10 kids with their ass showing because they sagging because their pants are too tight and they can't get them up past their thighs. You need to get back in the car and go to the house.
My son is a numbskull. He falls in this generation. He's an absolute numbskull, and his idea of fun is going someplace where he got to stand up, corner to corner, back to back, and he can't run because his damn pants won't stay up on his ass.
Yeah. So yeah, to the point of Lamb, there was reported that one of the officers, they were pricked with something and they had to use Narcan, and of course that's used to revive someone from some type of overdose of drugs, right? So I mean, you can kind of put the clues together, but they're going to investigate, and so we're going to get more information from this, right? Because he the wrong skin color, and he ain't the politician. So I'm telling y'all,
but he's associated with those Kardashian and Jenner, so you never know.
True. Well, very true.
I hear you with that, but she ain't got that kind of money. Like not so there's a difference between money and then power, right? I think if you have them together, then that's the difference. But she ain't got no power like that. So she and especially for those that do have power, they don't like that jungle fever. They don't like that jungle fever.
And that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I told you I'm feeling it today now.
I see, man.
I'm on one today, Doc. So that's what I'm getting at the end of the day. What'd you say? No protection for the complexion. That's a good one, Christine. That's a t-shirt, girl. I like that one. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we're gonna see the result of this. All I'm seeing now is if this what we're looking forward to, I think I am going to the metaverse.
You go old, huh, brother?
I'm out of here, man. I'm on that thing 23 out of 24 hours, man. I'm going to give me something to eat and coming around back. Nah,
I told y'all I'm buying my doll. I'm saving up for my doll.
hey, how much you just saved up, bro? Brother Black.
I got 2,000. I'm hoping they go on sale for Christmas.
Man, you crazy.
No, that's funny. So listen, Travis Scott, man. Listen, you may want to lower the price of admission or something. Get you a smaller venue or something, Doc, because you may be rapping at some funerals. I don't know.
Well, he definitely gonna be hit. Him and Live Nation get ready, and they're gonna settle those lawsuits. Let's go on. They're gonna settle that. And he might be reluctant to do this again in his home city because, like I said, H-Town is his home city. He's done this before, and he hadn't had any problems before. But just for some reason, they didn't have all their I's dotted and their T's crossed this time.
It's tough, man. That's tough, man. So my condolences to the family.
Yeah,
y'all, we gotta just listen, man. Protect your kids, man. Like I know they're adults, but those kids, man. They shouldn't have been allowed to be there. So whatever. Yeah. Anyway. All right, man. What we got next? DJ, man. Black is back. You hear me? Megan Pete. That's that's so funny, right? Like Rip, man. What was the Hammer name? Something Wink, some MC Hammer. I can't even think his real name. It was really weird when I first heard. But Megan Pete, we know her as Megan Thee Stallion. I wanted to talk about this young lady because it was interesting. She posted on her social media page that she is graduating with her degree at TSU. And she said that she's graduating from Texas with National Alumni Association. So that means that she really didn't go to class, or is she paying for this degree?
No, man, she was taking online class. She is legit, brother.
I'm just listen. Y'all know what Shaq did,
you try to act like she went to what was that commercial? Not Bow Wow, Romeo, that school that he was doing a commercial with. Yeah. You act like she went to one of them schools.
No, yeah. So she got her degree. She said she wants to become an entrepreneur, right? Like. And she wants to do things. And she says rapping was just a means to an end. I think it's a double-edged sword, though, right? Because everybody's not going to respect that, right? You said she's been in school since I ain't playing with it. No. So, like you think about Players Club, the Diamonds, and all them other, the stories you hear. Like, there's no respect in that for me. Like, and don't get me wrong. I'm saying no respect in that for me. Like, I respect what she did. I'm saying to the people, they're gonna always remember you as that chick shaking your behind on TV.
But that's the people problem then. That ain't her problem.
You sure?
For me, what's that saying? You don't judge a book by its cover until you get to read the book. So if you ain't read the book, you don't know. So I got a problem with people passing judgment on certain professions, i.e. that one, because sometimes them women being there, they getting it, but they also doing it for a ways to an end, and they don't want to do that forever. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, but what about the women that don't do that? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong.
But everybody choose their own path. I mean, who are we? Who are we to?
But I'm saying so to your point, all I'm saying is that so for instance, you throw meat to dogs, they're gonna go get it, right? And then don't be just like with Travis Scott. Don't start something and then say, hey, don't do that. Y'all doing it. Well, then that's what this kind of feels like to me. Like, I agree, you took the path that you felt was gonna get you to where you need to be, but unfortunately, the public opinion or the public in itself, they're gonna always look at you as didn't she do WAP?
I get that, but that's on the public opinion. That ain't on her. If you can't get past that and applaud her for what she's done, then you got a problem.
Yeah.
The public, not you, brother, brother Brent. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the public has a problem.
This is why I've truly missed this show, because I love the difference of opinion. Because I fall in the other camp, Brother Kenny.
Oh, that's okay, because I know we ain't gonna agree.
I don't agree with either one of y'all.
For me, DJ said, Kenny, I better not see you running past barricades in the mess. Okay.
DJ, hey, log off right now, DJ. We don't need none of this mess. Then you go show it out.
This is what I missed. This is what I've missed. For the record, I actually like Meg Thee Stallion. I think she's attractive. I damn sure would knock her down. So don't get that twisted. Having said all that,
can be like in a Meg style, like
I think she's attractive. But having said that, I think it was a missed opportunity. Okay. In this instance, for me, for my personal opinion. Number one, if it looks like a hoe and walks like a hoe, Dave Chappelle in one of his famous routines, when he was earlier routines, he talks about dressing up in a cop's uniform. That he said, if Dave Chappelle is standing out and I'm dressed in a cop's uniform, and somebody runs past and say, officer, if you've seen the routine, she graduated. I applaud her for that. And she did something right. This is for me where it was a missed opportunity. In this one instance, that you did something that for me I could have applauded you for, and I still I get what you've done. But the fact that the way you tried to showcase it, you presented it on a garbage can lid for me. Because for me, the fact that you graduated and you got a degree, but you chose in this instance to show your ass and let everybody know you showing your ass and to tout that part of it. And I work in education, and I'm a firm believer that not all degrees are created equal. I sat next to people who was in school and who rode along, and even though they have the same master's degree that I have, couldn't put a PowerPoint together to save their life, couldn't articulate a paper to save their life. And so TSU, whether you got it online or whatever, I applaud you, sweetheart, but it was a missed opportunity for you to showcase and truly a different side of yourself, because what you did is you turned your moment of glory into a hoism. But I still love you because I like hoes.
From different area codes, Doc. All right. Yes, ma'am. So I see we got 4 corners. We're going to take this. Let's go.
Fantasia was the last celebrity that I believe actually worked and earned anything. Fantasia went back and got her GED after she became a celebrity. And the only reason I believe that Fantasia actually did that is because to get your GED, you have to present with an ID to a school and take a test and all this other things to actually earn your diploma. Meg Thee Stallion, she has some bops, I ain't gonna lie to you. She booked and busy. She's working with Jay-Z and things like that. I've listened to her talk and communicate. I ain't saying she dumb. She definitely not dumb. She may be extremely bright, but for some reason, because of her career, she likes to present herself as a different type of a female. And nobody can make me believe Meg the Stallion was sitting down every day at her house earning a freaking degree. I actually get offended by it because I worked hard for my degree and my certifications and things that I have. And I did that on my own. I don't believe it. I believe that university paid her because it's going to up their enrollment. It's going to up the money that they're earning because the fellow thoughts, because she said she a thought, she got a song, hands on my knees, shake my ass on my thought shit. That's her song. So, and the fellow thoughts are going to run to that school and they're going to enroll so they can all get their thought on together. But what they don't know is these other girls that's TikToking and dropping it and got knees like Megan, that's a song too. They don't know that when they get there, they actually got to sit down and read. They don't know that this ain't, she didn't shake her butt all the way to she shaked her butt to that stage. I don't believe it. I hope she proved me wrong because I think anybody has the opportunity to change their life. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a stripper. I feel like you all have the opportunity to turn your life around and to go earn that. But I don't believe it. When as busy as she is with the multi-million dollars that she was making, that she had to earn this degree, they sent that heifer that outfit. We flew her down there to take that picture and put it all over social media. And I'm kind of disrespected. Although I was listening to hands on my knees, shake my ass on my thigh shit, but I wasn't doing it. I was listening to it on my way home from work.
Okay. But she was.
But the fellow thoughts will run to that school and enroll.
She was pursuing her degree before we even knew of her. Just to let you know, she was already in school once she became hot.
She said. I remember that.
No, yeah, she was.
I do remember that.
Okay. I'm just, and then they'll change the
money can't call
the Thought University because the other fellow thoughts they're gonna go and then they're gonna get a degree, so it'll be Thought.
Is that what TFG means?
That's why I called it. But Kenny, that's why I called it a missed opportunity.
It's gonna be Thought.
That's why I called it a missed opportunity.
No, I'm just joking.
But that's why I called it a missed opportunity.
They had it. They got a slut walk already. That what's her face bald head chick from Kanye already doing. So now at this university, they're gonna have a day. They're gonna have a thought day, and it ain't gonna be ass cheeks and popping.
That's why I called it a missed opportunity.
University grounds all the way to filling out that application for that. I'm not going up there.
Let me get this fire extinguisher on.
But Auntie Devin went down there. She ran through them thoughts. She ran through them thought streets.
On the corner of Thought and Knees. Okay.
My past don't live here no more. I don't live there no more.
Okay. Well, and I want to say this, because we're not gonna be self-righteous. I'm talking about ratchet. Self-ratchet.
She said never thought about it that way. That's hilarious.
So I will say this now. If that's what your position is, Devin, then I want to say that some of y'all accountants at the bank and y'all car lot dealers, they cheated to get their degree too. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all, some of y'all lawyers and doctors. So I don't want y'all to think that she just done found some new way. No, it's a lot of cheating going on.
Money. A lot of people with money can cheat their way because, as we know from that last scandal, certain people with money can pay someone to go and take their exam. And even if I allowed someone, if I'm taking an online course for my nursing license, to do my classes for me, I'm gonna be messed up when it's time to sit down and take that state exam because that's proctored with my license and I'm watched the whole time. So there are certain things that I had to earn the right way. You know what I'm saying? But if I was getting a degree such as the one she got, and you doing it online, you don't know who's sitting there.
Miss Devin, and you ain't got to only have money. My baby mama got a master's degree and pursuing her doctorate right now. Never had any attention whatsoever, and never worked a full job a day in her life. I love her to death. She's my baby mama, but she a gangster to her heart, and she did it for the money.
Yeah.
For the checks that come in. I love her to death, but she is more educated than I am.
Wow.
So yeah.
I've seen a few transcripts doctored up, and I've seen people who signed some diplomas that they still don't know how to read today. So I know. I'm just telling you. So bravo, man. You just be careful. Just I hear Ken, and I understand. I I'm just telling you what the reality is. They'll never look at you the same as the other young lady who did it. But again, congratulations.
Congratulations, Megan.
Congrats,
Right.
Congrats, Megan.
And
drop,
for sure,
drop the stallion though. Just drop the stallion. That's a male horse. Stop
yeah.
it. You just Megan.
Well, you know they call themselves stallions because they say they got horse booties. And
that's that's what it is. Oh, okay.
They like to buy those horse booties. They walk around and look like that.
She definitely got a horse booty then. That's
and I heard she smelled like a horse too. So that's
but
I mean,
well, why would she go and okay, I'm going to make a hard left, right? Why did she go there and do a sponsorship with Popeyes if she a horse?
Oh man, there you go. There you go.
Listen, you could have did it with Burger King. At least they admit to doing horse meat.
You know, Popeyes like those animals. I know y'all saw that Brett video.
Yes.
Yeah, I did see that.
Meg the graduate. That's what we want to call her. Perfect. What do you say? I prefer Megan Good. Oh boy, bye. No, not smell like. Yeah, Christine, Black is back. And
Black is back and in rare form.
That's it. That's it. All right. Well, Megan, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to share in your time of whatever, girl. Thank you. I don't even know how to make that sound right because you didn't get that degree right, girl. All right, what we got next? Yeah, what is Kennedi? I didn't know what Kennedi was. I said, what? I don't know what Kennedi is. Taylor, you got to tell me what Kennedi was because I don't know what that is. So go to the next one because I don't know who Kennedi. I didn't write that down right. I didn't get that.
Yeah, that's
said that.
Kennedi. I'm like,
yeah,
to look that up.
Yeah, I'm about to look that up too.
Did I say something back? That's my daughter. I said, oh,
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Talk about her. No, and I showed. That's right. I showed did say Kennedy, and that's my fault. All right, so let's go to the election. Republican. So no, I ain't talking about my baby. Even though she did do good, she her volleyball skills is getting up there. So
okay, that's good.
We'll talk about that part, right? She's doing a great job. Listen, if y'all want. Then them fees is up there though, so I need some help, y'all. Y'all want to help me pay for them fees?
We need them stickers. That super chat. Y'all see that, right? Yes. Yeah, there you go.
So come on. Yes, for her volleyball club, I do need some stickers for that because they took 5 G's off the top. Yeah.
Ooh,
right.
Oh my!
And they didn't want me to take and it's talking about traveling night included either.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go to the next thing. The next part is let's talk about these Republican candidates that y'all know the election about a week ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what's so interesting to me, y'all. There were 7 Republicans who ran that was at the Capitol on January the 6th. Y'all believe that? And guess what? 6 of them won. Y'all come on, man. Now, listen. Now, I mean, between Meg, Travis, and these doggone news Congress people, I don't know where this world is going, y'all. Okay, so these people that I ain't gonna call their name because I don't want to get in trouble, but they were actually participating literally there at the insurrection, chanting "Stop the Steal" rallies and all this kind of stuff. 6 of these people actually won the election. And y'all know what they finna do. They finna go in here and again contest the election. This boy gonna be in his 3rd year of presidency, and they still talking about he ain't win. Well, I don't know what we've been doing for the last 3 years, y'all. I mean, are y'all serious? What in the world? What is this about to look like, y'all? What is this really about to look like?
Those that won. What states were they from? I mean, what was it? Was it primarily red states? Would you say that? Because I read the article, but I didn't know exactly what states.
So I think it was in Virginia.
Okay, that's a predominantly blue state, but okay.
And then we had where was you're right. I don't
okay.
New Jersey.
But the thing is that they were there at the insurrection, and somehow they were still able to win. Well, that just shows you that America don't give a damn. These people don't give a damn. They don't care. They elected a reality show guy. They elected a guy that's been married 3 or 4 times, grabbing women by they privates. So should we be surprised that America's gonna elect knuckleheads? Nah, I ain't shocked at all. And there's gonna be some more knuckleheads elected too. So get ready, America.
I've been predicting for a while now. American politics as we know it is actually over. Eventually, we're going to have to involve the United Nations to step in and make decisions because we're not leaders. You know, even one of the struggles Joe Biden is having right now is trying to reestablish America's position even in the world. When Trump was in office, you know, he pulled us out of so many powerful organizations that other nations stepped up and fulfilled that role. And the fact that, you know, these people who were involved in the insurrection are being elected, that shows you where our moral compass is as a country. We are completely lost as a country. And so what should happen is whenever you have a crisis of conscience like this, you're supposed to tear the whole damn thing down and rebuild.
I'm telling you.
But what's happening is you're putting the same old philosophy, ideology back into place. And when we make it to 2024 and he's running again, we're going to have a full shit show on our hands, you know, that we don't have a clue where we're going. And I believe eventually the United Nations is going to have to step in and override a lot of what's happening because we so far away from what this country was founded on that we don't even recognize ourselves anymore.
Yep. No, you're right. What you got, Mel?
Yeah, thing is, the places that these people were elected, I wasn't like surprised. I wasn't shocked in those particular areas. I don't know if something out loud could have happened like that, like here or, you know, some other places that weren't red. But I mean, I wasn't like shocked. I haven't been shocked by anything in the last few years. I mean, the last president's wife, you could Google naked photos of her.
Yep.
So I mean, and people still like voted for him, I think, because people are so attracted to like mess and chaos and drama, and no one likes the nice, quiet, well-spoken, classy. Like people get turned off by that for some reason. Like that makes no like sense to me. It's like the more you act up, the more attention you'll get. And like a boring person like a Biden, you don't ever hear much about him, you know, as far as with the exception of politics, which you should, but there's just not a lot of mess, you know, behind him. And people are bored by that. So they feel like they need to ramp it up. Like, let's get it started again. And so let's get some fools in there. So they all united. And at the same time, they stepped out their trailer houses together. And they went and they were able to get these people to like vote for him. And to me, Trump is, I mean, wherever he lives, it's a trailer. It's a trailer to me. It's a trailer house. That's all it is. They should just paint wheels on the bottom of the Trump Tower.
Yep.
Because that's all it is, and that's what they behave like. So, and let's be honest, we don't get excited about local elections and things like that. And in some of those areas, it wouldn't even matter if we did, because there's just not enough people to vote against that. You know, hopefully it just stays to, you know, in that area and it doesn't trickle out, so we won't have to deal with it here. But it's a hot mess, and people just.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I agree with Christine.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you. And this is what I'm saying. We've been so inundated with, you know, drama and Netflix and all these other TV shows and movies that we would say, oh, this ain't really gonna happen. And we're literally living out reality TV right now, where things are happening now that we're like, oh, well, we'll never get that bad. That's just TV. And here we go.
Yep.
Oh, it'll never end. That's just Hollywood. Okay, they elected him.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they'll never do that. That ain't nobody gonna ever really jump the Capitol. That's the White House down. Ain't nobody ever do that. Well, they did it on January 6th. Yeah, no, Donald Trump, he ain't gonna be. They doing it.
And if you get a group of people together in a room, nobody voted for him. Nobody want to take that L.
Nobody want to take the right. Exactly.
You got a couple people say, I didn't know he was a Republican. I'm Republican. But everybody else, they like, I don't. But don't nobody want to talk. Didn't nobody vote for him, but he got there somehow.
Yeah, no. ambiguity is a big thing, and delusion is another big thing for me at this moment. Like, you know, everybody's woke, but I don't think y'all know what time it is. So y'all can be awake all y'all want to. Some of you fools don't even know that daylight savings time happened this weekend. So I'm just saying, y'all like, it got dark out there. I know, fool, because they set the time back. So anyway, I'm just saying, y'all better stop playing, because they slowly but surely sharpening the knife right in front of our face before they chop our neck off.
They too busy being mad over the November 27th being called Thanksgiving, opposed to being mad about something totally different. We about the wrong things.
Yep. All right, y'all. So I'm just telling y'all these QAnon, y'all call them quacks, but they can, again, I said this a week ago, right? It's the power that's off. If we ain't got no power, it don't matter how much money you making.
That's right.
Because they can still come take it from you. They'll raise the gas prices up. Well, I mean, it's so funny. We fuss about $3, but man, I remember it was $5.25 when Bush was in office. I remember that, man.
Yeah, I remember all that.
Up there, man. So I'm just telling y'all playing and y'all letting these jokers get in power, and you knuckleheads that won't vote. Okay, I'm gonna slap you if you standing next to me and we all sitting up some concentration camp, looking like they did with Denzel and them on that movie. What was it, Siege? Yeah, y'all stop playing, man. These jokers gonna send these military boys out here. We all sitting up at the football field around some barbed wire fences. Okay. All right. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all keep sleeping on them. They're gonna lullaby us right to sleep. So
right.
All right, ma'am, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for that part, ma'am. Let's go to Mr. Ken Henderson sports segment and let's see what he has to talk about.
AKA Kennedy. That just to let y'all know. I'm gonna go tell it. I'm gonna go tell it, Brenton. That Kennedy was supposed to be me. And we didn't know what the hell. I'm like, who the hell is Kennedy? I'm looking behind my back, like, who the hell is that?
Listen, yes, that was my bad.
That's all right, brother. Yeah, I threw you out there. I put you in business.
That's all right, man. I got enough to put something on my back.
Anyway, all right, my people. It's sports time. We talking ESPN, but before we get to that, I gotta let Devin know that her Cowboys lost yesterday. They took that L. I had to let her, but they're not the only ones that took an L. Yesterday was upset Sunday. The Raiders lost, the Bills lost, the Rams lost, the Saints lost.
I ain't gonna say Green Bay.
Yeah, my Packers lost too. But
we just had a bad day. We just had a bad day.
But we were playing with a second-year guy that had never played before. We're not gonna need to talk about Aaron Rodgers' lying ass. But anyway, that's a topic for another day.
All right.
See, I could be critical of my own team now. I'm a fan, but if they wrong, I'm gonna call them out. That's just me. But anyway, we ain't talking about that. Let's talk about the worldwide leader in sports. Y'all know ESPN has had a lot of drama going on the last 8 months. You know, they got rid of the sister Maria Taylor, where she left because Rachel Nichols was talking ish behind her back. Then your boy Screaming A. Smith got Max Kellerman taken off the show. A show that was number one for 5 years, but you was threatened. But anyway, so yeah, ESPN been having a lot of reality stuff going on. But this right here kind of hurt me to my heart, man.
Okay.
January 1st, 2022, my bad. ESPN Classic is no longer existing. They taken away ESPN Classic. And the reason why ESPN Classic is so dear and near to me is because you can see some of the vintage stuff that you had never seen before. I was able to watch the Ali Sonny Liston fight on ESPN Classic. Okay. And none of us was born then, but they would show classic sports, like things that you never seen. Disney has decided to shut down that network, and they're telling satellite providers that January 1st, 2022, they're taking it off. One of the reasons why, because YouTube has blew up. Yeah. A lot of times now you can go search and you can go find that vintage stuff and you can watch it on YouTube. So really ESPN Classic is no longer needed. But for it to go away, it's just really sad me. It's driven me to drink. I've been drinking all weekend. But my Packers lost, and then ESPN Classic gone. What next?
Wow.
What next, ESPN? What next?
Right.
Anyway, that's my sports segment. Guys, do you guys have any memories of ESPN Classic? Did you ever watch it?
I did, man. I was able to see all of Mike Tyson's fights. You know what I'm saying? And man, listen, when you see it as a kid versus you seeing it as an adult, like you understand why you don't fool with Mike.
right. Yeah.
That's why his hands were considered lethal weapons, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get to see, I didn't really want to watch those white guys play basketball, but you know, to see the old, you know, the Bulls and the Lakers and all that kind of stuff. The Kareem, I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what that, you know, I knew Magic, but yeah, so I watched it.
Yeah, you know, the thing too with all these networks have their own channels now. So a lot of the vintage stuff, like NBA stuff, NBA TV shows a lot of those classic, you know, series back in the day. So really, only thing ESPN Classic really doesn't, you know, it's not worth having anymore. I missed some of the Roy Firestone interviews that he would do on ESPN Classic. I know I'm telling my age. Y'all probably don't even know who Roy Firestone is, but
I do.
He was a light-skinned brother that looked like Brian Gamble.
I didn't know his name. Okay.
So
I do.
Yeah, so he would do interviews on ESPN Classic. So anyway, so yeah, it's going away January 1st, 2022. So if you got that if you get the searching on January 1st and you don't see it, it's gone. So
I'll say this about it, and I am a sports guy. This is one of those things where I'm glad you mentioned that, because again, I didn't know that. I keep up with it, but you know what? It tells me, just how much we take certain things for granted. Because we think they're always going to be there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just having a conversation this past weekend with family and friends about music. And so I'm gonna transpose that onto sports. Assuming that I can turn on anytime I get good and ready and watch old boxing matches, old basketball games or whatever. The fact that you're telling me now that that's going away, for me, it speaks to a bigger problem of what we were discussing this weekend, of how everything traditional, everything old school, it's become almost a dirty word now, to where we're being forced to accept and be pushed into this new era of the new matrix, so to speak. And so I'm glad you're telling me this, because at least I know that, well, damn, you know, I got a little bit of time, but I don't even know if now I could store those things, because I may not want to go to YouTube and search through all of the minutia just to find what I'm looking for. I'm one of those people that I don't really go on Netflix too often, is because there's so many choices. It actually bores the hell out of me, and it irritates me. You know what I'm saying? When I know what I'm looking for, and I just want to be able to go right to it. And that was a luxury, you know, ESPN Classic, that when I was in the mood to sit on my couch on a quiet Saturday and see what real basketball was like, what real boxing was like, it was there, because this crap that they got now, it's not the same, and it's turned people off from the love of the game, and that is going away. It is sad.
Well, the great thing though about the way everything is now, you gotta remember, we're all like microwave now. We want it what we want, and we want it now. So you may not want to turn on that channel and look at an old Lakers game. You may be like, man, I want to see Celtics, you know, something like that. The great thing is, with this going away, I can guarantee you there are other networks or other channels or whatever that are working to give you that option to see that. Now they're gonna get you by making you pay for it, like a monthly fee, but it may be worth it if you want to do that. But then you also may have the option of seeing what, you know, and scrolling and seeing whatever fight you want to, or whatever game you want to, and things like that. Because yes, I do miss some old school things, but I don't miss having to turn on the TV and watch whatever's on. You know what I'm saying? I may not want to watch, at my age, I may not want to watch All in the Family. You know, I may want to watch the Cosby Show.
I love all of
You see what I'm saying? But when you turn on that TV, you have to watch whatever's on the TV. But now, if I want to like Google or watch the Jeffersons, I can actually watch the Jeffersons. So
Right.
some people are cater to that need that you still have. So
Good
while
point.
that's going away, something else will come because they know people are getting away from cable. I just canceled mine.
Right.
Foolish.
Right.
I'm paying
Yeah.
$200 and I watch one channel.
Man,
Yeah.
just I did that like
and
years
Devin
ago.
made a good point.
Yeah.
People are going away from cable. So
I've been letting them go.
these
Yes, sir.
networks are trying to figure out a way to save money now. You know, like I say,
Yeah.
that it's going away. It's probably not a lot of heads going to have to cut because that really wasn't a big channel where you had to have a lot of people employed. So again, YouTube has kind of taken the place of it, and then all these sports, Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, they have their own networks, so they show a lot of the vintage stuff anyway. So it really, I get it. It doesn't make sense to keep carrying that channel when people can actually go find that stuff elsewhere except boxing. That's the only thing I hate. Yeah, I can go on YouTube and find it, but I'd rather watch it on
There'll be a vintage
ESPN.
boxing channel. There'll be a vintage basketball. There'll be a vintage football.
Yeah, where the vintage basketball, NBA TV shows vintage stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. So it's all good.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for that. I did not know that. And
this is coming from your sports reporter, Kennedy. I am Kennedy for the rest of the show.
Good job, Kennedy.
Oh yeah. All right, that's right. Like, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, let's go, Brandon. Come on. All right, what we got next, ma'am? Let's see. Okay, yes. Here we are. Is she gonna give it to me? No, she's not gonna give it to me. All right. I know what's next. Ahmaud Arbery. Okay. All right. I don't want to stay here long because I don't get mad. But ladies and gentlemen, so of course they've selected the juries. That was lopsided already. Right? Only one black person and I don't even know what the alternates look like, but it don't matter. They ain't a part of the 11. Right? Is that how many people on the jury?
12 on the jury.
Okay. Yep. All right, so 12, right? And so they showed the video of Ahmaud, and reading the details, they actually said that Ahmaud, whoever shot him, they blew his arm off with the shotgun, like it separated him. I'm getting it wrong, Black.
No, you're right.
No, you're right. No, you are.
Yeah.
You are.
And you know, I'm telling y'all, somebody's gonna leak that video, and when they leak that video,
I wouldn't watch it.
Y'all find them innocent if you want to.
I can't watch it. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it.
I wouldn't be able to watch it.
Yeah, his mama watched it, but his daddy had to leave, and I get it because
I couldn't watch it.
As a father, you it's not that you couldn't stomach it. You don't know what you're gonna do next. Like you couldn't, and I'm just telling you from a father. And I know y'all can comment how you want to, but men we want to control ourselves, and so we know our limitations. And if you saw your son, you know what I'm saying, taking that kind of L, yeah, you trying to you warring with yourself whether or not you finna spend life in prison, right? Because we're not waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting on y'all to fix that.
Right.
Yeah. So that's just you. Men don't like to feel helpless, and to see your son go through that, man, you're gonna feel helpless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like you need to fix it, and I get it. So I know why he didn't watch it. I'm with you. I wouldn't want to watch it either. So I'm just saying the brute. Listen, y'all. The way they doing these things, they setting up this power. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the voting rights or the judicial system, man, they're setting up things, man, and they think that money is just going to cure all things for us, and it's not. Like, I don't listen. Y'all can't give me another $10 for me to sit here and let y'all treat my children any kind of way, or treat my family any kind of way. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can call us disgruntled all you want to. It don't matter. But as long as I got a platform, and as long as I got air in my breath, y'all gonna hear me. Yeah. So I'm just telling y'all, man, y'all better not find those dudes innocent. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna create a problem. I'm I've been black all my life, and I'm telling y'all, them black people in that state, they're not finna roll with that, especially when they see that.
Let me read exactly what Lee Merritt. Lee Merritt, people, if you never heard of Lee Merritt, he's a big time civil rights lawyer in the Dallas area.
Yeah.
This is exactly what he said that happened in court. He said, such a painful day in court yesterday. Ahmaud's arm was torn nearly completely off by a shotgun blast just below his armpit. His torso was ripped open by a buckshot leveled off at point blank range. This was a lynching. And that was the words from Lee Merritt, the civil rights lawyer for the Arbery family. When you posted that in the chat, Brother Brenton, you know I was already feeling some type of way when I read that. After I read that, it kind of took me back to the James Byrd. Do you all remember the James Byrd in 1998 in Jasper?
I do.
Yes, sir.
That was dragged by 3 white men. Obviously, this wasn't a dragging, but it was still an execution, in my opinion, by 3 white men again. It's upsetting. As a black person in this country, it's upsetting. And then to have the audacity to choose a jury made of 1 black and 11 whites. Do you think them cats gonna
even the judge?
That's right.
Even the judge.
Do you think they really justice is gonna be served for the Arbery family? It's not. So that's upsetting too.
I'm gonna say this, Ken. I'm gonna say this. I hope so, because the evidence is so overwhelming. Like, I don't care what color you are, right? It shouldn't matter. I'm just saying, if you're an impartial juror, and I agree with you, Black, the judge did say that, and it is so asinine for a judge that's supposed to have all the power to say, I don't have the power to fix this because you guys found a loophole to find out that it didn't look that way, but it looked that way, but y'all did it right. It's like, this is so backwards, but whatever. So, you know, some of the even through the transcripts, they were saying how the jurors were responding. One of the white women didn't even want to see it. You know what I'm saying? She put a notepad over her face. Well, let's just make sure you do the right thing, young lady. When you're
so that's where I am. I'll be 54 in January, and there was a time once when the horror movie genre is my favorite genre. And anybody who knows me, I literally, when I pick a movie, it has to have sex and violence. That's what I seek out. But that's play shit. This is real life. I no longer watch the news. It's too sad because what's happening is it's inhumane. Mm-hmm. What they did to that boy. I remember watching the movie Mississippi Burning, and they talked about how he would feel sorry. You know, Byron Dillon Beckwith said he would feel sorry if he shot a deer, but not a black man. It's inhumane because they didn't see him as a human being. And somewhere in there, what they did to him, it didn't even register that they was killing a human being. This is taking down a big black buck. And I can't watch the news anymore because I can't stomach it. I happen to work for white corporate America, and I have to sit in meetings on a Zoom platform with people that if I delve too deep in this, it's going to register on my face.
Yeah.
So I can't. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I just, you know, I haven't been following this because I also don't watch the news. I watch only things that pertain to my piece. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I have certain things that I watch on TikTok. I have certain things I watch on YouTube, and they're only happy things. I'm gonna be honest with you. Makeup, reality show reviews. I don't do any, like a lot of the negative stuff. Anything with violence that I watch is on Netflix, and it's usually not real or a crime TV show.
Right.
But anyway, I would love to know how the jury selection for this trial went. I expect the defense to choose, you know, the people that were involved with the good old boys. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. But what I'd like to know is who showed up for jury selection.
They were there. The blacks were there. They were dismissed.
But what I'm saying is, I would love to know, like, why or what was said or how or like what happened.
That's our system.
That's our system. Yeah,
that's our system.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. But you know, I feel like some way, somehow, and I know we're going to be saying this, unfortunately, probably years from now, is we're going to have to delve into the justice system. I know we can go after the cops and things like that, as we should, but it doesn't stop with them. You know what I'm saying? They arrest you for this marijuana, but then someone else is putting you in jail for it for 20 years because now it's over a certain amount, or it's in a vape pipe, and they have all these new laws they created to make sure you go the hell away. Right. Yeah. So somehow that system is going to have to change. But like you said, as horrible as this was, no one can doubt what happened. And what they also know about Black folks, and now some Black folks allies, is when things don't go the right way, stuff starts to get torn up. things go awry when things don't go the right way. And I don't think they want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want neighborhoods burning. I don't think they want looting and riots and things like that. So I hope it goes well. What I'm thinking is they'll be convicted, but they'll be given what I call a slap on the hand, is what I feel. I think they'll be convicted to make us feel better, because let's be honest, a lot of us here, they're convicted and it just goes away because you know they're not going to be sentenced for a while. So they'll convict them of something. And I wouldn't be surprised if the judge would tell them, just sit tight, it'll be over soon. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll give them something minor that is worth killing a deer and not a human. You know what I'm saying? And then it will be a slap on the wrist, unfortunately. And I don't know what needs to happen as far as a way to try to change the justice system and the way things go and jury selection, et cetera, et cetera. I'm glad people showed up for that jury selection, because we don't always. Because there's time that I've showed up for jury selection. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I may be one of the only brown specks in the room. And I know I'm not the only one registered to vote in the county. I mean,
and this is in Georgia too. So remember that. Remember that this was a state that was contested big time by that guy that used to be in the White House. So remember that. Remember that white folks remember stuff. Remember that. Remember this. If you keep up with this trial, they're going to turn Ahmaud Arbery into the defendant and the defendants into the victims.
Correct.
Remember that.
Yep. Interesting. All right. Well, I don't want to beat this horse. Let's get on to something else. All right. So I wanted to bring up what we got next, ma'am, is Tyler Perry.
TP.
Yeah. Let's pick it back up a little bit and get on out of here.
We staying in Georgia. We're going to TP this time.
Yeah, we're to the old Confederate soldiers' place. So Tyler says he's going to have a change of heart now. He's going to give people an opportunity to make movies. He's not going to be the only one, which that's good, because I don't like his stuff, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't care for his
Me
stuff.
neither.
I'm hoping that this does better. I don't know. I don't know what his demographic is. Maybe it's the middle-aged Black woman. Maybe.
It's definitely Black women. It's definitely that's his target audience.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've watched them. I think they all have the same theme pretty much.
Right.
I think he definitely needs some writers. It's good that he's gonna let other people write, because I think his scripts and his storylines is tired and old.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that he's gonna step away and kind of let some younger, brighter, with different ideas that see things through different lenses write some, because his I mean, and I ain't hating on Tyler Perry, because he's a great story.
I love him.
Homeless, came up. Definitely, I salute the brother.
I
but
love him as a person.
You got to grow with your storytelling too, though.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to do the Quincy Jones.
He's doing the most though. Tyler Perry movies, not the movies, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm all up out of the Madea movies. But some of these little series, and
right?
TV shows,
right. The TV shows,
It looked like he went on Facebook and said, "Hey, y'all want to film a show?" And they all showed up.
Yeah, right.
Like, go get your wigs and your makeup and stuff like that. This what you gonna say? Go. And it's just a hot damn mess. He been in this game too long and has made too much money to be making D-list. I can't even watch him no more, because I'll watch and he'll do one scene and this chick's shoes will be different from one scene to the next, and we're having the same storyline. Like it's too much. He can't write everything. He can't do everything. It's
Right.
it's just too I know people. I mean, come on, let's be honest. We can get together and do better than Tyler Perry. It's a hot mess. He needs some help.
I like that he's stepping away. You know, he's made like I say, he's made a buttload of money. He's interested in doing other things, and so his storylines are too preachy. And now he wants to spend some money because we know he liked the men's. So Tyler Perry gonna do his thing.
Yeah,
you know?
okay.
Go have your fun, brother.
You know what, bro? You know what, bro? I ain't even gonna hold you. I've been waiting on him to come on out. I didn't open the closet door and everything and said it's all right. We're not gonna say nothing. We know. Y'all know the girl in the neighborhood that you grew up with that only played football and she only dressed like a boy and she walked funny when her mama made her put on a dress to church. And then when you grow up, she like 30, and then you hear she come out, and then you be like, well, shoot, I don't know what she was waiting on.
She was the only one that didn't know.
We here in Georgia, we know what Tyler's all about.
Ain't seen him with us.
But Tyler Perry playing child support though. He got a baby mama.
But that's called a beard.
Oh,
that's called the beard. I write on the side. I got many ideas. I went up to Tyler Perry Studios, but unfortunately, I'm a fat, older, black, heterosexual man. I don't have a six-pack, and I still like snatch. So
I need you to throw on a wig and a dress and learn some slang. There's plenty of them on TikTok. I'm gonna need you to do better. You ain't even gotta shave your mustache or beard today. You can put the wig right on and some lipstick. And still get it going.
My goodness. Well, I just think Tyler just need to do his Quincy Jones thing and just sit back and let these folks make the money for you.
Quincy Jones like the men's too.
Now, I don't believe that. I'm gonna need you to get that.
I don't know about that one, Brother Black.
Too far.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I don't know about that one, Brother Black.
Lee done, he done been out there so much he just want dolls now. So man is
yeah. I need somebody with some credibility to go stay there. Because a brother that's putting a doll on layaway, your credibility is shot.
I mean, he know enough.
Dolls don't talk back.
Yeah, man. Well, all right. Well, Tyler, we look for. I don't really look forward to nothing. Yeah. Well, hopefully, Lamb, please, by all means, try, man. Hey, maybe help you out.
You sure can, because you definitely can do better than that. That don't make no sense. He's still stuck in the old school stage play era. He didn't forget.
Thank you, Lamb.
He in his car no more.
Y'all see the comment? Thank you, Lamb. Thank you, Lamb.
I believe you.
Thank you, Lamb.
I believe you. Listen, King Lee, he done been around the block. He tired. He know him when he see him now. He said, "Listen, I just need to pull with that plastic now, right? All right. So listen, y'all. Here we are with the favorite time of the show. Lee Black, holler at him for a sec. No, not Tyler Perry. Yeah, there you go. Lee Black, holler at him for a second and tell us about sticks and stones.
Look, every last one of us on here, we've heard that expression from childhood. Sticks and stones may break my bones, when names can never hurt me. And it's a fundamental saying, and and for years and for centuries and generations, we've taught it to our children. And I brought that up tonight because I see a dangerous trend emerging that to me is far more insidious than what's going on around us. See, we're being distracted, in my opinion. Astro World and the elections and who gets elected and who does what. We talked about it on this show, and this is why I love this platform. We don't have any power. And while they're going to debate for the next 20 years about whether we deserve reparations or not, we truly can affect change on a grand scale. But I'll tell you where we can affect change. What we're seeing happening all around us with all of these things, and just we talked about them tonight, is a microcosm to me of a bigger problem, is that we're losing sight of how we can impact our own families to make a difference. And if you've been paying attention to some stories that might get by you, J-Lo recently came out and talked about how Wesley Snipes made her feel uncomfortable when she made the movie with her, Wesley Snipes, and Woody Harrelson 20 years ago.
Money Train?
Money Train.
Money Train?
Money Train.
Okay.
Ellen Pompeo talked about her experience with Denzel Washington on the set.
Yeah.
Years and years ago. We got a young boy that was bullied here a couple of weeks ago for Halloween because he dressed as Tony Stark. He was rich, from a rich family, but he was being bullied because he liked to dress as Tony Starks, and they were calling him names, and his parents are suing the school system. The recent winner of the Survivor reality series put him on blast because even though he won the competition and the $1 million, he's angry because the show, after some 30 seasons, forced them to complete their task in their underwear, is what he said. And they hurled things that hurt their feelings. So let me tell you what's happening, folks. Think about Dave Chappelle and his special, and he has a new thing going on right now. There's a vociferous campaign that's going on right now, and it's modern day McCarthyism. And in case you guys don't know who McCarthy was, Joseph McCarthy was a senator in connection with the head of the FBI, J. Edgar Hoover, led a campaign of unfair allegations and investigations at the time, because if you were considered a communist, your reputation, your livelihood was destroyed. And it's happening right before our eyes. And so those good old-fashioned traditions that we've been passing along for years in our households, where we teach our kids that as long as they don't put their hands on you, they can say whatever they want. It's no longer true, folks. We're living in a world now where sticks and stones, they're beating the hell out of us.
Right.
But that's not even what's truly hurting us now. What's hurting us is cancel culture and bullying and words. You can't say certain things now. If you don't agree with them wholeheartedly, Lil Bootsy is not entitled to his own opinion. And I'm not here to debate whether you believe in homosexuality or transphobia or whatever the case might be. But when did we get so far away from the fact that we can't utter a simple opinion and disagree with one another? Gruden lost his job because an internal memo, whether you agree with what happened, an internal memo where two people said, how many of us in our lifetime, since we're going to point fingers at glass houses, haven't sat in our own homes and said things about other people? But we're in a place now where it's not just sticks and stones, folks. It is words that's hurting us. And I implore us to get back to a place where we're teaching our children and teaching one and employing one another that is just words. And we don't have to all agree. We are not living in the matrix. And I think about the movie School Days, where the impetus of that movie was he yelled at the end of it, "Wake up!" Well, I'm saying it quietly to us. Wake up. It's more than sticks and stones. We're dissolving one another from the inside out, and we got to do better, because words can't hurt us. And we need to teach our young people and ourselves to be a hell of a lot stronger, because we're better than this. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And let's start with those participation trophies. Let's start there.
I fooling with you, girl.
No, she's right.
No, she's right.
I agree. I agree with that. She's right. Yeah, Devin's right.
It's a butterfly effect. I agree. It's you know, but we've gone too far. So now we're just gonna have to pay our dimes to run in like Travis Scott's parishioners into the metaverse. You know, just pile on in, y'all, and just do what we gotta do. Listen, y'all, it's been an amazing show, man. I appreciate these talented people here, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming on. Listen, I know you guys are forgotten, but we still take stickers. So will there be one?
Will there be one tonight? Come
on now. We calling, listen, all the preachers and all everybody. Come on in now. Come on. He said Tyler Perry movies.
Will there be one?
He's just like a good what is that? Pentecostal preacher. He do everything. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna let nobody else do nothing else in the church. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here and bring us some of these stickers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, DJ. DJ said it was a great show.
Appreciate you, DJ, my brother. Appreciate it.
So, all right, brother Ken, give me your final thoughts, sir.
Just to kind of pick, Brother Black just not going out the park as usual, but Thursday is Veterans Day, and I just want to give a shout out to all the veterans that serving and have served. We appreciate your service. And to piggyback off of what Brother Black said, you all fought for us to have the right of freedom of speech, regardless of those that don't agree with us. We can have the right to say that. We had a right to protest. We had a right to kneel like Colin Kaepernick did. So I just want to give a salute to the veterans before Veterans Day. And that's my final thoughts. Peace.
And if we had some more of them old jokers back here, we probably wouldn't have to worry about these words, right?
Right.
Because they'll be saying it to them, saying it to us first.
Right.
Madam, Auntie, first official show here as a family member. Thank you so much for being on, and the rest of the Monday. Yeah. All right.
She brightens up this show. Come on now. Come on.
Then. Yeah, is that a fan in your hand? What is that?
Man, it is. It get a little warm.
Okay. I thought you had an attachment to that. Okay, I'm gonna play with you.
You know what?
Hey. Now you ain't talking about the rolls, are you? Are you talking? Oh, my bad.
No, I thought you took some out and
I thought you talking about this other
like I got like I'm here with scissor hands or something. You know what? I'm gonna need you to go on now.
All right, man. What's your final thoughts?
I want to piggyback off of, we were talking about Meg the Stallion, and one of the things you said that I really enjoyed is women. I don't care what you do in life, you will be treated the way that you present yourself in real life. I have a friend of mine who, she always wonders why when we go out together, men don't ever treat me like they treat her. I said, because you put yourself out there in a way that invites a different type of attention. People don't treat me that way. It's because you teach people how to treat you. So young ladies, just let me tell you, you may at some point in your life pursue a doctorate degree. This is the world of social media. That butt naked pole pic of you will come out, and they don't care how much money you make or what you do. Your patients will treat you the way they saw you in that photo. Melania Trump will never be respected by me. I'm convinced she can't spell Melania. And I don't care what she does in life. I'm always going to treat her the way she was presented to me. So ladies, always keep that in mind. I don't care how old you are and what you do in life. The way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself is the way people will treat you and the way people will judge you forever.
Yes, ma'am. Listen, and I'll say this. Just like Lee know the gays, he know the freaks. So your pictures out there, he done seen it already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on, Black. Take us home, baby. What's your final thought, man?
My final thoughts is an ode and an homage to this platform and this show in particular. You guys have no idea how much I miss this. And that's because what I do for a living, I have to be on stage, is what I call it. You know, my sister say, amen, Miss Devin, tell it like it is.
That's right.
But I have to show up every day on a platform, and in all honesty, to make my living, I have to be on stage. I have to withhold certain things and withhold a part of myself. So by the time I get off every day, I'm screaming inside because I'm missing freedom of speech. And so that's why I wanted to be here last week and today, because I truly enjoy the fact that we're able to discuss topics in a way that we can be free to articulate our views. And I hope people appreciate what's happening here. We're under attack. Freedom of speech is truly under attack, to where we don't say just the right thing in just the right way. We're in danger of being canceled. So when I show up here on Mondays, and welcome to the show, Miss Devin, and your views are brilliant, you know, just to hear how your mind works, you know, and in connection with holding your own with the brothers on here, I don't ever want to lose that. And I don't want to take that for granted. And so just like the ESPN Classic that's going the way of the dodo, we can't let that happen. Everybody on here, all of these three faces standing here, hold your own, stand your ground, keep telling the truth and speaking your own honest truth about whatever you feel. And that's how we're going to beat the system. We don't have any real power from top down, but we got more power than we realize. And I want to thank you guys for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's my pleasure and it is my esteemed honor to serve this platform with you all. And I mean it. Listen, I picked you all, and I said I picked you all. We picked each other, right, for a reason.
Right.
And so, because you guys could have said no. And so I appreciate that, man. So y'all picked me and I picked y'all. And listen, these people that's watching is better for it. I just want y'all to know that they better for it just because of us. So, all right, listen, y'all know what time it is. I'm going to give my final thoughts because I'm going to watch that Harder They Fall. I'm going to go watch that with my wife. I heard it's good, so we'll check it out. So, listen, I have a question for you guys. What do you all think is the number one key when climbing the stairs to success? What do y'all think the number one key is?
One step at a time.
Okay, that's good.
Remember where you come from, because just as quickly as you go up, your ass can be right back down.
I like that one, Doc.
Commitment.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's check this video out.
Kenny, you was right.
I told you. Remember where you come from, because just as soon as you go up, your ass will come back down.
He was committed to making it all the way to the top.
Listen, my number one key is to success. When you're climbing them stairs, listen, stop playing with it. And then don't misstep, right? Because, like Kenny said, you're going all the way back down, right?
Hey, leave that Hennessy alone, brother. Leave that Hennessy alone.
Now, that brother had some age on him. He drinks crack.
Yeah, something broke.
Yeah, you probably right. He probably on that E and J.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, he gonna need to go see the EMT. Listen, y'all, that's Black, that's Devin, and that's Kennedi. Maybe.
It's Kennedy. Remember that.
Right. We see y'all on Monday. We out of here. Later.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.